Everybody, time for a little caffeinated cat yoga, right? A mat, a strap, the last sip of my cappuccino, and a Montag England, right? Cats are optional on your end, but you do need a mat and a band. All right, I'm ready to go. Are you? Do you have a nice snuggly space where we can stretch and breathe today? I hope so. So let's go ahead and get going here. We're gonna lift up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. You've been thinking about your posture this week. I know you have, right? Because we do wanna make sure that we are always lifted up nice and long so that we can move out in the world, out there, well, right? We can move well, we can make this body nice and functional. So do think about your posture for the rest of the day today after our session together. You haven't been thinking about it already. So lift up, eyes closed, and let's just breathe. So inhale, breathe in, expand that chest. Exhale, breathe out. As we deflate that chest, those lungs, you can feel that belly come in. Let's go ahead and take a few more deep breaths. Inhale completely, and exhale fully. Very nice. As we breathe, still, let's just drop the chin to the chest. Feel that nice stretch through the back of the neck. We'll lift that head up and then lift the chin to the sky. Very nice. Bring that head back to the center. Turn the head to the side. We'll turn the head to the other side. Lovely. Right back to the center. One more time. Lift that chin up, right? Chin is lifting up. We can feel that range of movement there in that neck. And we will lift up tall. Really important for us to lift the chin to the sky periodically throughout the day so that we can counteract perhaps some of that slumping that we do, perhaps some of that time that we spend glued to our cell phones, right? So up nice and tall, everything is even and lifted. Let's roll those shoulders a couple of times. So inhale up and back, really squeezing those shoulder blades together as you roll those guys on down. Very nice. Good, good. Now let's take the shoulders forward. So up and around, very nice. And then we'll relax the shoulders, bring those hands on around behind you, interlace those fingers, and let's press that chest, that heart center forward and up. Lift that chin right up to the sky. We are really pressing that heart center forward. More posture, right? And fantastic. Slide those hands right to those knees. Go ahead and scoop yourself down into a seated cat stretch. Maybe press your back towards that wall behind you. Look down at that tummy, and excellent. We will lift up nice and tall to the top. I'm gonna rotate to the right here. I've got one hand on either side of that right knee, and I'm just gonna take a little half of a step forward here. So with a flat back, hinge it out and over, right? You can even drop your hands to the floor, but let's try to make sure that that back is nice and flat, no roundness in that spine. Everything is nice and flat. Walk your hands on out to the front, hands or fingertips. Everything's still nice and flat. Shoulders down, ears lifted. And then we'll walk on over to the other knee. So nice and flat, hinge it out. Hands, fingertips, whatever you wish. And back we go to the center. Flat, flat spine. Take a breath, and then let's go ahead and round forward. Drop that nose, drop that head down towards your mat. In and up we go. Right up to the center. Very nice. Scoop those arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up. Bend the elbows, open up that chest. Oh my goodness, squeeze those elbows back. Reach up tall, lift and extend upward. And bend those elbows one more time. Pull those guys back. Very nice. Reach both arms out to the side. Go ahead and drop yourself over here. That hand can come to the mat. Let's go ahead and look up past those opposite fingers. You can reach up a little bit higher here. So both of those hips are grounded on that mat. If you can drop that elbow to the floor or a little closer to it, that's great. If you're up here as well, that's fine. Just make sure that if you do drop the elbow that we're not lifting up that hip. So come on down wherever you would like, reaching up. Nice. Let's go ahead and place that hand here on your head. And we're just gonna give ourselves a little rotation here. So as we lift up, pulling that elbow back, let's take a breath, inhale, and then roll that elbow down towards that knee. Drop down, exhale, and inhale. Take a couple of these. Exhale, inhale. Breathe. Move at your own pace. When you next come on up, let's reach that arm back up to the sky. Reach, reach. And go ahead and lift yourselves up. Reach out into that five-pointed star. And excellent. Float those hands right down to that mat. Push down on those palms. Lift up through that spine. Before we go to the other side, take your chin, drop it to your chest. Take your tailbone, scoop it up towards that tummy, and just lift up those hips. Nice. And down we go. Back to that mat. Lift up tall, wiggle out those shoulders maybe, and excellent. We're gonna head on over to the other side. So reach out, nice long airplane arms here as we settle. The longer we hang out here, the more we can stretch and lengthen. So breathe, flat hips. Maybe then this top arm can reach up to the sky. Maybe this elbow can drop down a little closer to the floor. If it doesn't come down all the way, that is okay. But reach up, feeling that nice stretch into that side body. And breathing. Good. Float that hand here down to that head. And here we are up at the top. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, rotate it to the knee. Inhale. And exhale, take a few more. Next time you're up, reach that arm out. Lift yourselves up to the center. Extend those fingers out. Five-pointed star, the seated kind, yes. And then we will float those hands back down to the mat. Very nice. Give that upper body a little wiggle. And let's go ahead and take one arm across the body. Give it a little press here. Maybe look over that shoulder. Hopefully those sides, those side bodies, those obliques are feeling a little bit of length from that nice long stretch. Excellent. Scoop that same arm up to the sky. Go ahead and place it then on your back. And let's just go ahead and press up into cow face pose. Hold it right here, or you can certainly reach it down and under. But wherever you are, push that elbow to the sky. Straight spinal column, breathe. Good. Untangle those arms, opposite arm out to the side, reach it out, and And then gently here, pull it across the body. Look over that shoulder. And then finding your cow face pose. Reach up, bend that elbow, hand down on your back, press up, reach it down, modify with a towel or a strap, whatever you need. Take a breath and release. Very nice. Untangle, wiggle it all out. And let's go ahead and just bring those feet together, lift up, nice straight spine, nice and tall. Gonna rotate to the side here. Good. So lift up, find your balance, find your center. And let's go ahead and hug those legs into your chest. So wherever you're hanging onto those legs, it doesn't matter, but pull those legs in. Good. Squeeze it in a little bit more. And relax. Good. Hug it in. And release. And maybe one more time, hug it in. And release. Lovely. Set those feet on the mat. Lift up tall, nice straight spine. We're gonna give it a little rotation. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my left leg and just bring it here underneath the right. We're gonna lift up tall and rotate ourselves to the side. So just give it a little twist. Maybe bringing this elbow here to the outside of that right thigh. You can even lift up that hand, bend that elbow, and spread out the fingers on that left hand. Nice twist. Come on around to the center. Take those hands behind you. We're gonna press up into our crab. I'm just gonna leave this left leg here on the floor. So up we go. Up into that crab position. Up, up, up. And lower down. Back to the mat. Lift tall, and we'll swap sides. So left foot to the floor, right leg on that mat. Lift up, and let's find that nice twist. So I'm gonna bring my left hand on around and my right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. You can bend it if you like, and just give yourself that nice twist. Lovely. Untangle. Come back to the center. Park those hands on that mat behind you and just press up into that nice modified cripple pose. Up, up, up go those hips. And release down to the mat. Fantastic. Reach those legs forward, right on out in front of you. Point your toes. And then we'll give it a little demi-point and then a little flexion. Nice. Toes point, demi-point, and flexion. Go ahead and roll those ankles around. And around we go, opposite direction. Very nice. Back to the center. Give those legs a little wiggle. And then let's sit up tall into Dandasana. So push those hands into the mat, lift your ears to the sky, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Fantastic. Relax those legs. We're gonna go ahead and roll down onto your mats, onto your backs. So make sure you've got enough space to do that. And then down we go. Hug those knees right on into your chest. And maybe let's rock side to side. There we go. If you're feeling fancy, you can make some figure eights. Lovely. Back to the center. Go ahead and reach down. We're going to find that dead bug pose. So pull those legs up here into dead bug. You can modify, maybe grab those calves, those ankles, But let's rock side to side, but let's make it a large rock today. So as you get going and you get comfy here, maybe you can make that rock a little larger. Maybe bring those knees, those thighs closer to the floor. Right back to the center. Soles of the feet come together, grab the ankles, scoop that nose up towards those feet, hug everything in. Good. Breathe here. Release. Knees come together. And let's just slide right on out into a Panasana. So flex those feet, lengthen through that hip flexor. And swap out those legs as you're ready. And relax those feet. Very nice. Set one foot on the mat. Set the other foot on the mat, and we're just going to go ahead and give those hips a little windshield wiper action. So maybe duck walk those feet out off the edges of your mat and go ahead and flop those hips side to side. Lovely. Back to the center. Go ahead and duck walk those feet right on in. And we'll slide those hands down beside you. Flip those palms down. We're going to take a little bit of a bridge. So maybe a little bit of space between those feet. So let's go ahead and move as you exhale. So inhale. Exhale. Scoop up that tailbone. Lift those hips up to the sky. Inhale at the top. And exhale. Roll back down to the mat. Let's do that again. If you are feeling steady and strong, same thing. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, drive up those hips. Breathe at the top. Inhale. And exhale. Articulate through that spine as you come back to the mat. We'll take one more. If you're comfy with your hands here, leave them there. If you'd like to float them down to the mat, that's fine as well. But take your next bridge pose. Once you release that tailbone at the bottom, hug those knees into your chest. Scoop yourselves right on up into diamond pose. Hug those noses towards those kneeses. Squeeze it all up. And then carefully here, relax it down. Good job. Let's go ahead and stretch your hammies, shall we? So, I'm going to go ahead and grab that band. Loop it up and around that right foot. Stretch out your right hammy. Left foot nice and easy on that mat. Let's flex that right foot and breathe. Push that right heel up to the sky a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Go ahead and take that strap into that right hand. Let that right leg float out to the side. Push out through that right heel. right ankle on top of that left quad. And just finish up here with a little through the hole pose. Hug those legs in towards your body. Modify as you like. And grab that shin if you prefer. Take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, untangle. Untangle those legs. And let's go ahead and stretch out the other side. So loop up that left foot. Push that left heel to the sky. And let's just lengthen a bit, shall we? The longer we hang out here, the more we can melt into this pose. Fantastic. Take that strap into that left hand, open that left leg out to the side. There's that nice inner thigh stretch. Push out through that heel a little bit more. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, release. Release that left leg. Position that left ankle on top of that right quad and find your through the hole pose. So position those hands or that strap where you need to. Good. Maybe hug those legs in just another little tiny millimeter. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, release. We'll go ahead and place those feet on the floor, but step those feet out away from those hips. We're going to take your hands, position them on the mat. They can be just next to your hips. They can be even underneath those hips. But wherever you are, let's take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Scoop yourselves up, press those hands into that mat. Bring those feet together and hug forward. Nice work. Up we go to the top. Send out those legs. Remember that nice straight spine we worked on earlier? Let's go ahead and find it again. Lift up tall into our Dandasana. Scoop up the arms. Inhale, reach to the sky. And then as you exhale, knees soft, but let's just hinge forward. Flat, flat back. You might not be able to come very far, and that is perfectly fine. But think about pressing down those shoulders, sliding your shoulder blades down your back, and reaching up and out through the crown of the head. Reach, reach, flat, flat back. Lengthen that neck. Maybe you can walk it out a little bit further. Breathe. One more breath. And lift up. Should have felt like a lot of work for your back. So this time, let's round it. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, hinge and fold. Round. Dropping that nose forward wherever you are is great. And then we will take our time to scoop and lift back up to the top, and we'll do one more with a flat, flat back. So inhale, scoop. Exhale, hands land on that floor, on those legs, wherever you like. Flat spine. Very different sensation here. So looking forward beyond your toes, breathing, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, up to the top. Nice. So again, that should have felt like a little bit of work. Take a breath, scooping around, seated cat stretch, and lift up tall. Lovely. Wiggle out those legs, and we're going to flip over here to your hands and knees. So come on up. So hands and knees, hands and fist, whatever you need. But let's go ahead and lift up here, right? Long arms, push your ears away from the mat, and then let's just scoop to the right. There's our cat stretch. Puppy, I knew that. You knew that. Come through the center, give it the other puppy. And excellent. Back to the center, very nice. Tuck up those toes, lift yourselves up, down dog. So there's our down dog. We're gonna come forward into plank. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, up to down dog. Inhale, into plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple of them. And then we're gonna come forward into that plank. We're gonna go ahead and come on down to your mat and find your up dog. So let's release knees to the mat, release your toes, chin and chest to the mat, and then we're gonna scoop up in to up dog. Derrieres are nice and tight, and we'll release down. Very nice. We're gonna come back to that same breath pattern. So tuck up your toes. We're gonna press ourselves up to plank. You can come on up to your knees if you prefer, and then lift up. There's our plank. So let's come on up to down dog once again, and we're gonna come this time into rocket dog. So every time we come forward, inhale, let's draw in the right knee. Inhale and exhale. Take a couple of them. Inhale and exhale, same side. And the other side. Lovely. Finish up and down dog. We're going to find that up dog once again. This time, forward into plank, knees to the mat. Release your toes, tighten up your derriere, and lift up that chin. Shoulders down, ears lifted. Very nice. Back we go. Down dog. Nice. So we have one more round of this, only this time we're going to stay in plank. We're just gonna inhale and exhale. No down dog. So when you're ready, begin. Inhale and exhale. Take a few of them. Other side when you're ready. Fantastic. Knees, toes, derrieres are tight, up dog. Fantastic. Lift up those hips, push back, balasana. And then up we go, hands and knees. We're gonna come on up to standing, so tuck up your toes. Lift to down dog. Walk those feet forward. And then let's give it a couple of sun breaths. So slide your hands up onto your shins. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down we go. 2 more maybe. Relaxing those arms, softening those knees, taking your time as we scoop, round and roll up to the top. Good, up at the top, roll those shoulders a couple of times. And stand tall. Check in with your posture and lift up. Reach those ears upward. Ground those feet on the mats. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Lovely. Take those arms up to the sky, interlace those fingers, and we're just gonna dip over, a little standing half moon. So just a little dip. And up. Other side, dip. And up. Again. First side, reach a little further maybe. And the other side. And center. Separate those hands, elbows back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Fantastic. Bring those hands together. So we're gonna find our eagle arms. You can leave your hands together, your elbows together, just like this, or take your right elbow, wrap it over there on top of the left, and just wind your arms around each other. So there's our eagle arms right there. You can feel a nice stretch there, maybe into that right shoulder blade. The right elbow's on top. I can feel that in my right shoulder. Turn the head to the right. Nice. To the center. Release those arms, swoop those guys up. Inhale up. Exhale, elbows back. Open up that chest. Lovely. Together. Bring those hands together, elbows connected, fingers to the sky, or left elbow on top of the right. Wind it up. Hold here. And maybe turn the head left. Good. To the center. Release those arms wherever they are. Inhale up. And exhale down. Beautiful. So finding your center. Let's do just a little balance, right? Find your center. I'm gonna come on up here towards the front of my mat. So we're gonna work today chair, and then we're gonna press back into flamingo. As we push back into flamingo, a little variation on our warrior 3. Let's send the arms back. Let's try these today with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling as we move. So, nice and straight here, tall and lifted, arms relaxed, toes not gripping that floor. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Lovely. Inhale, arms come forward. Exhale, sit into chair. Lovely. Inhale, up to the top. Exhale, warrior 3. Hold it here for a breath. And then we'll inhale back to the center as we reset. Nice. Chair is first. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and reset. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And center. Let's try that one more time. You move with your breath when you're ready. Once you finish, come on back to the center. Take a breath. Lift those toes off the floor and close your eyes. So checking in with your body, checking in with your center. So remember, your balance. Some days it's on, some days it isn't. That's why we always practice things with balance. So relax those arms here down beside you. Take another breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, settle that breath. Open your eyes. One more time, let's open up that chest. So park your hands maybe on your lower back, on your glutes, elbows squeezed together. This time, let's go ahead and push those hips forward as you lift that chin to the sky. Breathe, breathe. And back we go to the center. Relax those arms here down beside you. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's see if we can't have a seat on your mat without using your hands. So however you'd like to do that is fine. Right, down we go. Right there onto your mat. We're gonna go ahead and flip over. A little inversion today. Many options, many variations. Take yourself over to the wall. Park your hips on that wall and then just lift those feet up over your hips. Also, grab your strap, your band, your towel, loop it up and around your feet. And we'll hang out right here. You don't need to go any further than that. Or if you prefer shoulder stand, let's go ahead and just push your hands down into the floor. Reach those legs back and over your head and push them up to the sky, supporting your back with your hands. Whatever position you were in, breathe. I'm going to find a variation. You do what is good for you. If you were in shoulder stand,
reach those legs over your head. Find that balance point, palms on the floor. Slowly use that tummy to just gently roll that spine to the mat. Should feel like a little massage as you come up down. Great. If those feet were lifted here over your hips, go ahead and de-band, de-towel, right? Use that core to slowly lower those legs to that mat. If you were up on the wall, just take your time, roll to the side, and lower everything down. Good. Once those legs come on down, take a breath here, and then we're gonna just gently draw your elbows up underneath you, open up that chest, and open up into Matsyasana. Nice. Lift up that head wherever you are. Release down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. You can even scoop your nose up to those knees. Just relax your back. And then we have one more thing. Let's just do that nice spinal twist here. Arms out to the side, T position, both knees flop right. I'm gonna take my right hand and push down on that left thigh. I'm gonna roll through the center, drop everything over to the other side, push down maybe. Roll that head in the opposite direction. And lovely. Back to the center. Give everything a little wiggle perhaps. Set those feet on the floor. Stretch those legs down and out along your mat. And just gently here, wiggle yourselves into a nice relaxed position on your mat for Yoga Nidra. So whatever you need to do in order to be comfy, right? Socks, pillows, sweatshirts, relocating to the couch, whatever you need, you find the position where you are cozy. And let's take a nice breath. Inhale, breathe in. And just settle down into that space. Relax, melt, and breathe. Good. Check in with your body. How does it feel? How is it feeling now? Compare it to how it felt when we started, maybe even just a few hours ago. Always noticing your body. Let's go ahead and breathe here in this space. Take notice of your breath so that every time you gently exhale, soften that body. Where are you holding your attention? Let's let it go. Soften and melt into your mat. Let your mat support you. With that next exhalation, whenever it is, let's go ahead and make sure that you have softened up all the bits of that body. You are completely at ease in your space. And you are now tuning into the breath. So
just notice. Notice and feel and listen as your body breathes. And then from that breath, let's go ahead and come inward to the mind. And just find that gentle, soft, easy space where you're always quiet, tranquil, and peaceful. Let's go ahead and soften into this space and enjoy just a few moments of peace. Slowly and gently, let's go ahead and make your way back into your space and back into your breath. Deep breath in, full breath out. Very nice. Maybe start here to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Wiggle your paws around. You can stretch out, roll over onto your side. You can even certainly stay right here where you are. If you'd like, you can press on up into a seated position. We're just going to close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet. So just find your own intention, find your own uplifting idea, thought, prayer, or just a moment of silence. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. Thank you so much for stretching and breathing with me today, with Montag and with Cheddar right there at the end. So please do be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, hydrate, get your vitamin D, and of course, go wash your paws. Namaste. I can't wait to see you guys again. Montag. So these guys right here, go wash them. Bye-bye guys. Namaste.